Studies show children of those who commit suicide are 3 times more likely to follow suit. I used to write about pain, until one day I saw it for what it was. A desolate hotel with mosaics of rejection on the ceiling and doubt-infested walls, where each night I'd lay with no choice but to stare down my demons until the walls whispered me to sleeplessness. For some, pain becomes a comfortable cocoon, but I knew I needed a change of scenery, and rather than simply hope for different results, I started making different choices. Instead of darkness, I chose to see the illumination between the cracks of the floorboards of my heart, still creaking from the weight of the sudden loss of my mother. There are those of us who carry our losses in our throats, stifling our own ability to breathe, but that which does not kill can be bandaged, glued, and duct taped, and so we choose to carry on, patting ourselves on the back as if the alternative didn't come with such finality. I am no stranger, however, to such decisions of mortality. I remember it like it was now, my body a stapler folding at its hinge in my cubicle at work. A sudden sickness surging in my stomach like consuming love past its expiration. Sent home to recover, only to discover my mother had just returned from taking our dog to be euthanized. He'd become incontinent. My mother's own worst fear was living to be old and decrepit, you see. My mother was a woman of conviction. And when her life arrived at a similar crossroads, she made a familiar decision. But I don't want to write about pain. I want to write poems that inspire. And on the good days, I think I might actually have something to offer. But on the bad days, I think the last thing the world needs is another snake oil salesman peddling himself as a wizard. HBO showed us what Oz really looks like. It ain't pretty, but my mother taught me there is no ugly like indecisiveness. So I don't make decisions, I make marks. As a man who lays concrete once told me, if you're gonna drive, let them know where you've been. So I tattoo my intentions on the face of fate and make scrap metal monuments to happiness from the rails of life's roller coaster. But most importantly, no matter how breathtaking the peaks, or how entrenched I may become from the depths of the valleys, I choose to keep on breathing.